Hey, what's up, good people, and welcome back to the channel today for a very special interview. I told you all last week I had something very special for you for the finale this week of Your Honor, and you can see who it is. And I just told her just a second ago, I said, you know what? Last week I was absolutely excited to do this, but now that it's here, I'm absolutely nervous. I am nervous. Why am I nervous? Because she has been killing it now for 2 seasons as the character Big Mo. Andrene Ward-Hammond, how are you doing today? Thank you so much for coming through.
Bless. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for wanting to chit chat a little bit. I appreciate
Absolutely. Listen, I think I do a good job in splitting a person from their character, and I absolutely believe you're a fantastic soul. But the work you've been doing this season, I'm like, I got to tell you, it's
a good
fantastic.
person. I am so chill. I am so cool. I only do that for fun.
And I believe it. But no, honestly, there's a lot of the questions I have today. And I think the first question I want to start off is truly as a fan of Your Honor. I remember the conclusion of the first season, and I was telling folks, this is the best show on television. It's a limited series. Go check it out. I say, listen, you got one season, go get it done. And I loved how it ended and the cliffhanger. And then it had been announced that a season 2 was coming. I was like, shut up. Like, no way. No way. I was like, so I'm like, I'm searching because I want to absolutely make sure. I want to make sure that this is real. You know, sometimes rumors get out there, but it was confirmed. And I was like, okay, I can get with that. And then I heard the even more pleasant news that you had been up to a season regular, and I was like, let's go. I want to know for you, what was those emotions like from the conclusion of the first season to get the news that you were returning and you were going to be a season regular?
Tearful. I'm a crybaby though. I like joy brings me to tears at all times. First of all, I felt like I was on a dope show already. So I was like, if I was done, I was done and I'm good. Like,
yeah,
I did what I could. Y'all liked it. I'm happy.
Yeah.
And then you hear like the buzz, like, no, they're thinking of season 2. I was like, y'all just trying to get me in my emotions. No, we ain't. And they're like, no, they're coming back. And then you hear series regular. I was like, y'all trying to give me a little more to say? You want Mo to say the words? You want him to say more? I'm grateful that to even be thought of enough to expand her character or even to trust me to do the work.
Yeah.
So I am still beyond grateful that that everybody loved Mo in the capacity that she was in there to give her more.
Yeah.
And Big Mo stuff.
I firmly agree. I thought the character first season was very intriguing, commanded a lot of scenes. And it really goes into my second question that when you talk about representation on screen and when you talk about specific genres, when you're talking about drugs, crimes, gangs, and all that other stuff, we don't get women in the forefront of this. And I can name them on my hand right now. You're looking at Mary J. Blige as Monet Tejada. You got Bettina Miller as Rock. And then you have you. And not only are these roles very limited and rare, but they're written strong. And I love how they were not playing this season and bringing you back. I mean, they made it very clear that there was a mission that they wanted to do with you and this character. I just kind of want to know, knowing in this company, a very exclusive, which shouldn't be exclusive, but in fact, right now, an exclusive club of talented actors playing roles that we don't typically see. What's sort of that honor been for you?
Yo, it's huge.
That's a pun.
It's like, what? Yeah, I heard it. I ain't because I was like, she's not sure all hell doing that. I need it to be heard among Miss Bettina, Miss Mary, of that caliber. I am beyond honored because it's not a huge, it's not a huge platform in that capacity. So to even be up there and y'all think that Mo is that badass to sit among the likes of. I'm honored. So I did it right,
I can't believe I did that, but here we go.
I'm honored, man. Like,
yeah,
it's in real life. I was, I tell people, like, they're not used to seeing me like that because I'm not. My daughter sees Big Mo around this house, but but nobody else really gets to see the big and the fullness that Andrene is. And my therapist is working on me being full in public, because I tend to I don't mind taking the back. I don't mind letting my folks and my friends shine around me, but to actually be in a role that allows me to be as full as Big Mo is, it plays into the work that I need to do as well personally, and being okay being among and around in spaces that sometimes I don't feel like I belong. Or that I'm not worthy of. So it's an absolute honor. When I hear Mary J. Blige and Patina, I'm like, oh, yeah, trying to put y'all girl out there. Okay, there.
You're doing the work. We just calling it for what it is. You know what I mean? And that's an interesting comment you made, because I think, again, to your personality and your comments here, you wanting others to shine and rooting for others around you. But when you get on screen, it's almost as if, like, you don't see anybody else. The way you shine, the way you grab these moments. I'm definitely about to talk about the script in a second, but like, your must watch, and you can tell your star in numerous projects. I mean, your resume. I'm sure you don't get much sleep, but like, you're a star, and that's just what it is. Hey, listen, it's just calling it what it is. Calling it what it is here. But
it's in supportive roles. So I feel like if I'm honoring the space that I'm existing in, making sure that my peers are shining, or that I'm lending myself to the other characters, then I've done my job, because it's not a one-man job.
Absolutely.
I'm lending myself to the story. I'm lending myself to the other characters that are in there. And the more that I do that, I think I do my best work that way.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, going to the script here, I would love if you can take a little bit about the construction of the dialogue, because coming from, I'm a black guy, you can see that, but coming from a black home, and the exchange of words and the banter, these things are hitting home. It's like one of those type of things, but the show has always been written like masterclass. But I just, for you, when you're looking at the script, especially coming back season 2, and you're seeing some of the dialogue exchanges that you're having with your co-stars here, 2 questions here. One, what was sort of your initial thoughts upon reading it, and did you have any input in it? And if you did not have any input, sort of what was the tactic in going into really delivering these lines so authentic?
I gotta say it how it feels, because our even just how we communicate is different. Our vernacular is different. We don't finish certain words. We don't. And I do think that the writers did a phenomenal job in writing, but I am so grateful that they gave me wiggle room to make those sentences a little less articulate.
Yes.
And that I was able to play in that way. But them zingers that they were throwing, them writers they were doing it. And we played around with it a little bit, but for the most part, they did a phenomenal job in writing it. And instead of like, I'm not going to the store, I ain't going to the store. Like, we still gonna write it like it's New Orleans, but if you can't hit it, then I'm gonna try to find my way in it somewhere. I know I got ripped a little bit on my New Orleans accent, but it was a little difficult kind of playing with some of the stuff that was said, because she has such a long draw, like she's so slow that you're not going to hear it all. And then we still had to play to the audience understanding what's being said. So I couldn't say too much, but they gave me Yeah, Joey, the writers they gave me wiggle room. So I'm so grateful for that because I'm so like I was looking for the scripty Katie like what I ain't say. What I say wrong. No, it's good. It's just we just need to make a point of that. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they let your girl do it.
I love it. And as they should. Again, you're a star and your resume and your work speak for itself. And I also want to give a shout out to one of your co-stars in Benjamin Flores. I mean, listen, when you talk about and he's still very much growing in his career, but the scenes you two were sharing, that you can feel the exchange of energies between the two of you. If you have a moment here, just to kind of talk about working with him, and it was just like I think it might have been like episode like 5 or 6, but it just the elevation that you could tell y'all both was just pushing each other, elevating each scene one after another. Just want to kind of know for you, how was it working with across from him?
I'm always fascinated because I used to teach younger kids improv and performance. So when you catch a student like a just younger talent that can lean into their empathy, it is always incredibly fascinating to me because it's really hard for adults to do that. It's hard to teach adults how to perform and be authentic in it. So to see it to actually work with somebody with that talent, I get a little taken aback by it because I'm like, okay, you can go sit down and gallivant and play with me because I in between takes, like I'm playful, but you could turn it on as quick as I can, and you don't need a moment to get there. You are there, and you are rested in it, and it's an absolute pleasure working with him because he's incredibly talented.
Yes,
especially to have been so vulnerable the whole show. He was broken the whole show. Like it was. It's hard to watch it because not all of our scenes are together. To watch it now and see the product of the work that he did, I'm impressed because the kid is talented. He's him yelling out, "My name is Eugene." Broke.
Yeah. Yes.
I was done.
Yes.
The boy is crying. Don't leave me now. Like, come on. Leave. You can't leave. He's talented. And I guess not a kid because he became an adult on set too. And I was like, because his mom is usually there, and we came back to film. He was downstairs picking a Benji. I'm telling your business. He was downstairs picking a DoorDash or something. I was like, hey, where's mom? He was like, no, I'm here by myself, because I'm an adult now. Look at you all grown up. Okay.
I love that.
The sweetest kid. Stop calling him a kid. He's the sweetest young man.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Let's get into the psychology of Big Mo, because I want to make sure I get these questions in before our time is up. The first thing is, you mentioned Eugene being broken, but there's parts of Big Mo that I question as well. Someone who hides behind things, wears a mask, and we see her really get a lesson that she didn't ask for, but needed it, more or less therapeutic from different folks. And my first question is, what does family mean to Big Mo?
Family. Loose. I don't think that Mo knew that she needed it until Janelle. And Janelle taught her that she needed it, and she reflected and looked at, not that it wasn't within her anyway, but it was, so what else do you want in life?
Yeah.
Is this all for you? Or all you want is money and notoriety and the fame of it? I mean, you don't really, because it's not that she didn't look at Lil Mo as family, but he was more of a worker bee for her, somebody she could depend on. So it was family, but he was more work than anything. He was just something that she could, but she didn't acknowledge him as much as family until Janelle it was just like a friendly reminder. Because even the interaction with her sister is like, yo, Look, I ain't here to argue. I don't want to trudge up because we talking about therapy too, that none of these people are getting, and now you want to talk. And look, I'm not trying to trudge up anything. I just need an answer, and I need to go. Yeah. And it's not that you don't love her big sister, because even Benji was like, he was reminding her, he's like, is she taking care of you? Yeah, she used to take care of me too.
Yep.
But we ain't about feelings.
and honestly, like, it's I think a lot of folks are going to see themselves in Big Mo. In our community, we're not told to show feelings, and we regarded
she can't do it in her job
at all.
A little bit, considering that Black women are not seen in that regard. They're not seen in places of power where you have to be forced to respect them. You might not publicly say that you respect them, but in this position she can't show, and she can't waver from that, or she loses her power, or people will come for her. And unfortunately, coming for her is not in a corporate manner. It is death. It is the end of all of that, because nobody's going to come for me and think that they can take me without taking me.
Yeah.
So I'm out. So I have to be that.
Yeah.
For as much as I may not want to be in my later years of life, and I'm now settling down, and Janelle is it, and I still have to be.
Yeah, and again, that's why I say I think there's folks can see a lot of themselves in Big Mo. I think Black women in America today have this idea that they have to be a certain way because of what they may be viewed if they're anything else. And the moment you speak for yourself, you're a loud Black woman. You're an angry Black woman.
Can't be passionate. You have to be settled.
Not at all.
Your voice has to end. Even that, I don't know if anybody recognize that's literally how Big Mo operates.
Exactly.
Very calculated. Black women have to be calculated. We have to be calm. We have to think several steps ahead, so that we don't have the luxury of failing the second go around. We have to think about everything that could happen, so that we're already on the fourth step of this thing, and how to we have to clean it up. We're not, second chances are a grace that we're not afforded. So I am slow with my cadence, not because I'm in the South or because I'm New Orleans, but I'm gonna take my time and say, so you can hear what I'm saying, but you can hear that I'm saying it in the softest manner possible. Because first season I could have went in there and wailed off on that man about him getting out a whole family. But I'm gonna ask you, instead of telling you what you did wrong, I want you to think about what you did wrong. Is that what you think was the best move to do without all the information that you were provided? Okay, you think about it, but
God, I love this character. God. I didn't know I was going to get a performance today. This is like episode 9.5 right here. and on that note, folks, we're talking about episode 9. The finale is available now, but we're not going to talk about that. You can check it out because we're not going to have any spoilers here. But going back to episode 9, we have a moment that I wasn't sure how to feel, and that's Janelle not accepting the proposal, but absolutely dropping a gem. Really all centered around self-love. What I guess in the 1 to 2 questions and with this is that, how does Big Mo feel, and did she respect the decision that Janelle made?
I was crushed because she was the only thing that would allow me to escape the thing that carries burden for me on a daily basis. She was my relief. She was somebody who loved me outside of the idea of what could be gotten from me. She was loving me whole. And did I respect it? Absolutely, because it was rough. I mean, just because you don't like the decision that's made, you can't not look at something and be like, damn, it's still, she loved herself a little bit more, which is teaching me more a lesson. What exactly do you want? Okay, we can't have it all, which is what the whole premise of the show is. And we all want it all, but we can't have it. And what does that look like? And how does that change your trajectory? What does that do with the decisions that you make?
Yeah.
And it was heartbreaking for Big Mo.
Yeah.
But she I can't leave this thing like this.
Yeah.
I can't leave with, and we're talking about somebody who has not had therapy. Is there a way to escape it? Probably. I can move to another city, but this is all I know. You're talking about a woman in her 40s. This is what she's done the gambit of her life, and you want me to just pick up and move? A lot of us sit in very comfortable spaces because this is the torment that they know.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely right.
I just want her to come with me, and she said that she was a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
I don't blame her, but I am hurt.
I ain't trust her anyway. She was singing those shady songs up there, and I was just like, "Oh boy!" I was like, "Wait a minute."
Again, not all of us are getting it. She was getting therapy. She said, "My music is it." So if you ain't hearing me when I'm talking to you, and you talking down to me, okay.
Yeah,
we all gonna be. We know what SZA's singing about. We know. Okay. But you ain't gotta talk about who it is, but we are deducing. You know what I'm saying? Like we know the thing. And that's how she do it. And I hear you, sis.
Oh man, listen, it's been a pleasure to talk to you, and I know we're absolutely going to talk down the line again because you are forever touching amazing I don't think there's anything you've been on that I didn't like since the First Street Manifest, just to name a few, and obviously Your Honor here. But you know, with the news of Your Honor concluding now with the finale episode, which hopefully magic happens again and we somehow get a season 3. So the good people at Showtime and Viacom, you know, let's get this done. The fans, we want it. And the you know, like I said, the finale is available now, folks. Y'all can check it out. We're not talking about that just yet, but I will say if there was a reality of more story to be told here, I know you're going to say, yeah, you're down. But what does future looks like for Big Mo? You mentioned therapy a couple of times, so that's an interesting take. But what does a reality outside of her norm looks like for Big Mo?
Outside of her, well, it's changed because she don't got a boo thing now. So for me, I see it a little more. Unfortunately, I see it a little more destructive because now she's healing from the brokenheartedness. Now she's gonna want more. Well, because when you think about it, when you go through your heartbreak, it's ugly.
Mary's best music.
I want the sister heal. I want Miss Mary to heal. I want her healed, but I rocks very hard with the broken. I don't know. It's again toxicity. She healed some. I was singing even when I wasn't broken hearted. Yes, my life was. Like, I get it, but this is still very fresh. I was just proposing to this woman.
Yeah.
I didn't get exactly what I wanted with her not being there. So now it becomes, especially for a very alpha and A type, this is what this is. You dive more into the work. You want more. It didn't work. All right. So I'm going to make this thing work. You know, it's when you go through a heartbreak, you end up losing like those beautiful 15 pounds. Your stomach is getting snatched. The hair is hairing. The skin is glowing. The makeup is makeuping. We are vacation. We are hot. We are like it gets chaotic. And then you kind of like relax. But that ain't happening immediately. I feel like it gets very aggressive and very in your face really fast after that because she's still healing and you're pretending like everything is okay. Yeah. But under the surface of it is looking like a bed of chaos.
Okay. Well, that just gave me chills. So give me a minute to decompress. But no.
But season 2 is this.
No, but seriously, yeah, it's been a pleasure to watch you work on this series for the
Thank
2 seasons. Your Honor is still one of my favorite shows.
you. Man,
And
thank
that's why
you.
we cover it each and every week. And if there's somehow if there's a baby Jesus up there that makes shows this season 3, let's get them and Showtime to talk really quick and make that happen.
It's 6 pound, is an 8 pound, 6 ounce baby.
Yeah.
Jesus. Listen.
And folks, you make sure you check out the finale episode. That is a March 17th Friday, which you can check it on the Showtime app. And then if not, just check it out on Showtime on television on that Sunday, March 19th, 9 p.m. And we do that too. You got Tweety Pie too, because let me tell you, the Twitter, the live tweeting, it gets down. People.
Najee, listen, I'm a baby when it comes to Twitter. I don't even know what to do. Like, my kid snatches the phone to do it for me because she's frustrated. She's like, "Oh my God, you're so old, God." I'm trying so hard, y'all. I'm trying on Twitter. Even Mr. Whitlock, Isaiah Whitlock, he be like tagging me to some stuff, and I get overwhelmed because it takes me forever to even make a caption. I'm like,
I'll help you. I'll give you I give you a quick tip. Just get on Twitter, go in the search bar, type in 4 words: Your Honor, Big Mo, and have fun. That's it. You're gonna see what everybody says about your work. And then if you had any doubts, I might have just been living in the moment, just trying to say things for the sake of the interview. Oh, okay. Just read the thousands of tweets about it.
Like, not you out here telling some
selling dreams. But no, it's all real. So but it's been a pleasure to talk to you, and hopefully very, very soon we get to talk very soon again about more of your work. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. We'll catch you back for more content very soon.